kid with the not responding. There we go. I hope this game is not too loud. I guess I should find out on my own. And if it is, I could just lower the volume myself. Why is it? Okay. Is it fine? Oh, good. It's not that loud. I still feel like I should lower it, though, just a bit. Oops. I did not mean to open achievements. That opened up Steam.
Where is Steam?
Open options. Audio. Music volume. We'll turn that down. I think about there should be good enough. Yeah, I could always just lower my headphones volume. Sound effects can be there. I'd say that. Sorry, I had an itch in my ear. So, I have not played this game at all. I had a notification from a whole different server I was in that announced that this game was free, even though it was $14. I want to mention also, this gives me Borderlands vibes. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was from the same creators or on the same engine. As you can see, there's story, arcade, and duels. We're gonna hop into story. There's True West, hard, and normal. We're gonna do normal. Alabin Canas 1910.
Easy, boy.
It's a bar.
Don't I know you, sir? Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
I did not know this had vulgar language. Let's put that warning out there now that this has vulgar language. I will not be cursing myself. But you technically have been warned. Those are the more tame words that they use. So I don't know how bad this game will be, how good it will be. But it still looks so cool. Well, it still looks so cool and fun.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I
Oh,
threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Funny, haha. Can I do anything? I can't do anything yet. Can I interact with the cows? Okay, so clearly... Oh, the attention to detail. The attention to detail here is amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Just... Oh. Now, I did set the brightness up to be as max, so everything's gonna obviously look a little different. Like, I think I can, do that real quick. Oh, I can't do nothing. Oh well. I thought I could do something. So, when you load up the game, it gives you an option. Press Q to see current objective, or O. O. So I gotta always go press the O. Okay, so it just gives me checkpoints of where to go. Got it.
Need to stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that?
Is he with us?
You can experience by you earn experience by killing enemies. You need it for leveling up and getting extra abilities. Press price to continue.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire home. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's
Gunning
just
down.
what I did.
Are you done? Gunning down enemies fill your concentration gauge. Press space to continue. Press Q to enter concentration. That was a headshot? The sound effects in this game is out of the ordinary.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension,
Okay.
Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Okay. $69. I wish I had a rifle. This is a revolver, by the way. I want to call it a revolver because I feel like that's the case.
I knew that going through that front door meant putting my butt in a shooting gallery, so I decided to get sneaky.
Secrets found. There's secrets in this game?
Watch out! He's one of them! He's right behind us!
Here's a little press to you. You have one skill point. You see? I feel like it's Borderlands. You have his one skill point to spend here now. Select one of the 3 skill categories and then purchase its left mouse skill. Gunslinger, dual welding. I wish it would tell me what to do. Taper, close quarters fighter. Long distance sniper. Sure, I got an achievement. Keep at it. This is so cool. And I could do more when I unlock. This is seriously like Borderlands.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Please tell me that's a reference of me killing chickens.
I'll flank him.
Let's see, you can avoid lethal shots when your sense of death is fully charged. Long shot.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
I think I died. Yep. Oh, you don't say. Press space to continue. Alrighty then. Oh, good. Story's fine.
Let's do this.
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Are you kidding me? This game's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. This is a lot harder than Borderlands. Anyways, let's prove my theory.
We'll cover you!
Watch your flank.
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Headshot. Long shot or headshot? I don't know. I need to heal. I need to heal.
Come out, you yellow bastard. I'll do you myself.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
I don't want to talk during cutscenes or things like that because it's so cool. The story seems really good so far.
Aiming, you idiots. Watch your flank.
Let's reload. I do believe this is a time where it's like trust no one as well. I'm dead. I'm not gonna survive a lethal blow right now.
You think you can kill me too?
I just want to know where they were over there for the time being. What? Oh.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
I guess this is what I should have expected from a Western game, sort of.
And like that,
Or
I was
Western.
inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave. And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry.
Secrets. F6, F7 to move pages? Really? You couldn't just... Wow. Pat Garrett was relentless in his pursuit of Billy the Kid and his gang. Garrett and his posse tracked them to a desert stone farmhouse in Stinking Springs and surrounded the building. Keeping Billy company was a colorful collection of desperados. Among them were Tom Pickett, Billy Wilson, Charlie Beaudry, and Dirty Dave. Redaba crossed paths with such lengths as Dave's mother, Matterson. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to. And Doc Holliday, and died in a rather unsavory manner, as he was shot then decapitated by a Mexican machete in 1886, Charlie Beaudry, who probably killed Buckshot Roberts in the Blazers Mill gunfight, did not survive the siege at Stinking Springs as a bullet hit him in the chest while he was passing a window. The others surrounded on the following day, December 23rd, 1880, after Dirty Dave hoisted a white flag. The captured criminals were transported to Santa Fe while Billy was taken to Missoula, where he was sentenced to death by hanging. He was then moved to Lincoln, don't know what that is, to await execution. It never happened, however, as the kid pulled off a spectacular jailbreak. There's 4 of these? Alright. The Lincoln County War is often considered one of the most famous examples of a range war. In the history of the West, range wars were conflicts over the control of open range or rangeland freely used for cattle grazing. The disputes were usually over grazing or water rights, but in this case the fight was over the control of the dry goods trade in Lincoln Country. The quarrel across around a conflict of interests between the Dolan Murphy faction and a newly arrived Englishman, John Tunstall. No, the S is silent. I feel like the S would be silent. At first they tried to use the legal system to resolve their dispute, but soon the fight developed into a conflict between armed gangs. Murphy and Dolan had ties to outlaw like John Kenny. I don't know why it's on D. I'm a little dyslexic. And plus this font is really hard for me. And has gang and Jesse Evans. Is that right? Evans? Yeah. Whose outfit was known as the Boys. The Boys! The Boys! They were responsible for the death of Tunstall, which became the central catalyst of the conflict. The other side had the regulars William Bonney. Uh-oh. Everyone knows. A.k.a. Billy the Kid, rode with them promising revenge on the men who murdered Tunstall. Both sides were sworn in by different officers of the law, so technically they were all acting within the law. After the regulars were defeated, some of their members became fugitives, and just like Billy the Kid, met untimely and violent ends. Huh. Vartec.
How about that? Huh? You like that?
I don't know what Vartec is. Billy the Kid. Oh, see? That's why I keep saying it reminds me of Borderlands.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Billy's worth $500, dead or alive.
I'm telling you,
dead or
Garrett's
alive.
men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
I got one.
These guns take. Oh man.
Where the hell Garrett got him? He's missing a lot. Damn ears are ringing.
That was a decent idea to blow up that barrel. Was it not?
Put some holes in him.
Please tell me I still have my pistol. I do.
You got company.
am I getting shot from? Oh.
That's when Charlie got hit. "You're catching us in a crossfire," shouted Billy. "Get to the other side."
Where'd he come from?
I'm just going to die. What a way for all these markings.
Someone shoot that bastard!
Look at that son of a bitch.
He can't take us all on!
Ow.
Kill him, for Christ's sake! Where'd he come from?
They really are powerful. Oh, that's where you are. Come here, you son of a biscuit. Basketball? They just keep coming. Come on, back frick show.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
It told me S key.
It means that it was time to cut and run. "They got a Gatling," Billy shouted. "Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention." He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it?
I'll make a run for it! Those poor sons of bitches are done!
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack.
How do I hit Mr. Joshua? Is it F? This game weird.
You were heading for the barn.
Okay, it is F. Got it.
Gonna scalp your ass!
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Oh. I need to heal. Grab what I can.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Oh, this game is tough.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Proud, handsome, handmade. Oh, ham-handed.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Keep your enemies focused using... Oh, this is going to be very difficult at this point. Press 2. I didn't win. What's your enemies? Oh, I was off. What if I shoot too soon? Got him.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
This time for real. Oh, are you kidding me?
And stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
50% accurate. Not bad. Focus, it was 79.9%. Speed, 52.9%. XP bonus. Total time, okay. Nuggets of truth, 2 out of 3. Oh, there was more nuggets to find? I couldn't see any. There was so much all over the place.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
Episode 1.
And the kid surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
This game is cool, I won't lie. It's fun and interesting, and sorry, normally I would be talking a lot, but it has a lot of cutscenes and things like that, so I won't talk as much. So before I continue, I want to say, so far, the game is really cool, really exciting, and at the same time, it's very challenging. Like, it's actually like a Western game. Like, that gunfight, I had to actually manually move my mouse to focus on it and shoot at the right time.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Lincoln Jail, April 28, 1881. 4 months after the arrest.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too.
Oh.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Nugget. William Harry McCarty, also known as William H. Bonney Kid. Okay, we'll read all of these later. There's so many of these, I don't feel like going out of my way to actually collect them all and reading them, but eventually I'll go through them.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
This is 100% Borderlands reference. Or maybe before Borderlands. I don't know. Maybe Borderlands kind of copied this style as well. I don't know. It's got that nice comic feel to it, like it's as if it was a comic book of some kind.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy? Jim Bell!
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer.
Well, first of all, let me let me get a close quarters, because this I'm gonna be probably doing a lot of close combat here. And then we'll do some of this as well.
It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kid's escape raised a huge ruckus.
Grab some shotgun ammo. Ricochet?
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
What's a ricochet?
Kid, get away!
Press O.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but...
Oh, you die if you fall off the planks. Time to lock mechanism for bank vault doors. In 1874, we were considered quite an effective deterrent to bank robbers. Shit.
Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far! Gotta be around here somewhere. Billy broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
Long shot. Took me a bit. Oh, so each kill fills up my meter as well. Oh wait, no, only killing fills the meter. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to jump for it? Nope. I don't know what to do up there. Oh, I'm supposed to go up here. I am up here. This is when the game's supposed to give me... Oh, it put me on the wrong side. Yeah. No? Put me on the right side? And where do I go from here? Oh, okay.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Where'd he get you?
Grab as much ammunition as I need. Really very quiet. And kill a chicken. I got that. No. So you can kill chickens in this game.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Stop him!
Where are they? I see why they tell you for a specific brightness so you can see everything and everyone properly. Meanwhile, I can't see jackals because everything is so bright.
Check the windows, lock the doors.
Off the street!
Bernie, get you! You!
I love the sounds. The
Let's do this!
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring.
oh, there he is.
I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
One shot.
I'm in
They're
you.
shooting in the street!
Get your hands up.
Ow.
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty,
at
ungrateful
this point.
beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
First, let me reload all my weaponry. I love the chickens. I like chickens. I like chickens, honey.
Town's going to hell in a handbasket.
Now what? Am I supposed to walk on this? Where do I go from here? Ow. Does this make your way through town? But how? Did you say kill yourself or show yourself? Oh, okay, so just go this way, sort of.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
I didn't just run.
So
just
I
gotta
could be
run.
a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Can I make it?
Finally, I found what I was looking for. A stable on the edge of town.
Ah, you kidding me? I couldn't just run it. I thought I could just run it through. Yeah, I was ahead. Can I grab that axe, please? Can I have a melee weapon? Kidding me. I'm dead.
Deep shit when Pat gets back. Show yourself, coward. We can take him. God damn him! I'll flank him.
Get up.
Kill him. Don't let him get away.
What the heck was that? Oh, I see now. kidding me? For goodness sake. Oh, I should just use the shotgun. Close enough. Or not.
I'm impregnable.
Oh. Okay, we're just gonna go with the pistol the whole time.
In for the kill.
Oh, that's who killed me. For massive damage. That's an achievement. Can I hit my shots, please? Thank you.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Work on one at a time.
Let him get away.
We'll do this slowly, sort of. See? Take our time. Take our sweet time, making our way over.
Get the women off the street.
Arm yourselves!
How the hell did he get away?
I can't believe it. I'm getting headshots left and right today.
Kill him. We can take it. Stop him.
Rescue.
I'm here.
You want some?
Let him get away.
I'm close enough. I'm probably at a checkpoint stand. Get her done, baby.
We're gonna be in deep shit when
I'll get to you in a second. This is why I wish I had more of that rifle gun. That rifle gun would have been handy dandy schmandy bandy by now. I could clearly see somebody behind there as well. How am I missing? You know what? Oh, there was no one over here. There you go. Long. There was someone back there. I had a feeling there was.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball.
Oh, shoot.
He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Just ambition with A and D for a faster draw. When you hear that, but you can draw your gun first but this will note as a dishonorable act and score accordingly. I should have shot. I didn't even shoot. I gotta get my hand ready as close as I can. Yep. Get it close as I possibly can.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well,
I like being fair.
Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
But this is so good of a story.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
The Cowboys were a huge outlaw gang led by Old Man Clanton, Curly Bill, and Johnny Ringo. Okay, well, I was... Okay, fine. I just won't read it then. Wonder if anybody's on my Discord server. Checking. Anybody actually know me?
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
We think you would have the ability for tab. Oh yeah, I forget. So we got one of these so far. We're gonna add one of these. Oh, it tells you down there. Ammo gunslinger, dual-wield revolvers. Grab 2 revolvers and give them HE double hockey sticks. When you carry a revolver, you can press wheel up or 3 to dual wield. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
I did my best to help those poor passengers.
I just like how brutal that was.
Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Hello?
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
I wasn't paying attention, I was checking out.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever else they had.
I can't escape.
Yep,
I can't
the
escape.
Apaches
I can't.
always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
What are you supposed to do then? Do you believe in ghosts? I dodged them! Oh, this is a fun one. How do you shoot some? Okay. Can I use this as cover, technically? Yes, I can.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Where's he going?
Wait, whoa. Okay, here's the thought. What if... Gotcha, mate.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. To get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Okay, I'm in the clear for now.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
I feel like if I get enough headshots, I might be able to do this.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Can I know what?
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Stand and fight, you coward!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
Jeez. What's scary is when you're in a gang like that,
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
It just takes one person.
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Get rid of the remaining enemies in your way. So wait, I now have ammo?
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo.
Press 4 to select dynamite, or press G for fast throw. Oh, I get it. G is like grenade.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds.
Picked the wrong fight today, buddy.
It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Mean as heck. Old man Clinton.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clinton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo.
Wait, you can destroy cactus?
I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Oh, you can. Oh, that's sick. Oh, he's way out there. Okay, why did I think that was a good idea? Just why did I think that was a good idea? Fortnite players be like in a nutshell. Good luck, I think.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Oh, crud. No. How am I supposed to... Am I supposed to throw grenades at him and just hope for the best? Oh. I'm out of dynamite.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Yes. Hi, 58% accurate. Not too shabby. I mostly threw grenades. Quote unquote. I want to call it dynamite. I mean, G's for grenades, but I want to call it dynamite at this point, because that's what it really was. You know, back then it was perfectly fine to own dynamite, especially for mining.
A few weeks after that dust up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
How do I bring that menu up? Archer reload. Wait. What?
Somebody's coming!
That's you, which I don't need. Is there really no way? Oh, because I don't really have any weapons.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But
That
first
rhymed.
I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Reload. Both of them.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge. So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
This game has more story than what I'm used to.
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Oh. Hi there, big fellas.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Wow, so you needed to, like, color-coded your... Wow.
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
This... Oh! Ooh, this is bad. We're looking real bad over here.
That's right. Run!
So I'm running. Okay.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
I want to save my grenades for my dynamite for finding a boss.
Herb wasn't
mind.
much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Can I upgrade? No, I can't. I can do these things, which you allegedly... helps. Do that. This allows me to dual wield. So when you come meters, percent.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal. Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Where did you come from? Like I came out of nowhere. Ow. Fair enough. Proceed to drop off ladder immediately. Is there really a ladder there? Like, just dropped off? Like,
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
do I have to kill these guys? Did I just kill these guys for no reason? No, I killed them with. I see where I'm supposed to go, don't you? I totally do. I have to go, somewhere. Oh. Yeah? Oh, okay. See, I knew where I was going. I
Now,
told you.
where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack. Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Eight, 9, 10. Takes about 10 seconds to reload, actually. I mean, it's kind of accurate. Press Q for concentration. Yeah, I know. Oh.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Thank you. I guess it only allows you to carry as much ammo.
And where was
as
Curly
possible.
Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. It was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, Finally, the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Rifle or shotgun? I like the rifle. I guess I'm gonna go with the shotgun at this point because nah, I'm gonna keep the rifle. Wow, so this game only allows you to carry 2 guns. That's accurate. Very accurate, actually. Considering back then you had to move a lot and you had to just grab whatever you leave. You couldn't carry as much, so the best bet was 2 weapons. Carry 2 weapons and just, that's it. Walk away.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
And I followed after. He takes a shot before he takes a shot.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
I'm stuck down here.
You working for Wyatt Earp?
Oh.
Did that sumbitch Earp send you to kill me? Shit!
So,
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
well, damn.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
That's cool. Next in line to take over and take a bullet, Johnny Ringo.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
I'm gonna be nice. I was 90.5% accurate. I almost had 100%.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Get your hand nice. Are you... I shot him though. Come on.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to
That's
ruin the
one,
legend
two.
for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Weapon of choice. Ward of choice. Headshot. Wow. Duel. Johnny Ringo. 0 of 4. I'm not really out here looking for nuggets of truth here and there.
I was paid a
Eventually I will.
healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Episode 3. The Innocents.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Okay. I'm gonna check OBS. You've been streaming for 1 hour? Okay, well, I'm gonna end it here then, at this point. Because this game is good. I am enjoying it. It's something I can press to start the game. We will not be starting the game. Oh, it's OBS is not working. This whole time, OBS has not been working out too well. I fit these things for picture perfect. And what does OBS decide to say? Absolutely not. And this whole time, that has not been there. Whoop. This is what I always have to work with. And now I have to always constantly resize it. Oh, and I always forget how to do this. Why? I have no idea. I'll make sure I do it later. But for now, I'm just going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and share. And please, like, actually, please let me know if you want to see more of this kind of game. Because it's really fun and westerny. I'll play it regardless. But let me know if you actually enjoy this. I want to know your thoughts about it. Well, other than that,